Welcome back, another auction today, 5th of December. I'm here on Orkney. Let's pop down to Shoreham on the south coast. Shoreham, one of my favourite auction houses. Basically, we've got today quite a number of EVs going through. Tesla Model 3, ID3 from Volkswagen, i3, seems to be a 3 recurring theme here, is there? BMW i3, Leaf, old shape, new shape, Polestar, Kona, and some very high mileage battered up Nissan Leaf. Instead of me waffling on, let's get straight into the sale. So first one through today from Zenith Vehicle Contracts, Leaf N connector, 40 kilowatt hour on a 70 plate. Even from this picture I can see there's a bit of a scuff on the front bumper. 50,000 miles, grade 4, needs some work. VAT qualifying, so the hammer price includes the VAT. So if you're a VAT registered business and you use this for your business, you can claim that 20% of the hammer price back on your next VAT return. 6.5 it's up to. Cap average is 6.8. Looks like it needs £300 worth of paint. Is Mr. Zenith going to let it go? 66, 67, 50,000 miles, 70 plate, N connector. Got the heated seats. Nice spec, the N connector. Taking bids 6,750. It's £100 below cap average, but it needs a bit of work. It is cap average. 6,950. It won't go anywhere near cap clean because it needs so much paint. Grade 4. Provisional 6,950. I can't see that being that far away from a phone call and then arriving at a price. Right, next three cars are all electric. So lot 318, this is a standard range Model 3 on a 70 plate, 33,000 miles in a beautiful white, MOT till the 24th of November next year, grade 3, cap average is 15.8, straight in at 15.9, cap clean is 17,150. This will be a Fremont built car. 15.8. 15.9, grade 3. Not had a look at this, but as with all auctions, you do your homework first before you bid on a car. You've had a good look round it online or in person, as that man in the hall is doing now, waving his catalogue. 16.4. Will it get near cap clean? Doubt it, because there's so many about, and it is a grade 3, 70 plate, standard range as well, don't forget. Provisional 16.5. They probably want nearer 17. Next, Mercedes-Benz, I love saying these things, EQA 350 AMG 66.5 kilowatt hour line premium 4. Yeah, 25,000 miles on a 72 plate in the grey, grade 2. Cap average is 23,350. Cap clean is 24,7. It's already up to 24,4. Guess what I'm going to say, folks? Spec, spec, spec. With all German cars, depends what it's been fitted with. Throw the guide price out the window because the spec makes a massive difference to the residual value or its auction value. 24.7, it's at cap clean. 24.8, it's 24.9. £25,000. Depends. See, could have had spec and options as long as your arm fitted, which could have run into the thousands of pounds, which is why it is difficult. 25.1 sold. Next, BMW i3. Love these things. Great if you live near the sea. Made of carbon fibre. 42 kilowatt hour on a 70 plate with that blue-black combination. V5 to follow. Not a biggie. It will come. Grade 2. 10,850 or 11,900. Aren't these looking value now? Great little city car, not very aerodynamic, so not brilliant on the motorway, sat at 70 miles an hour, but for around town, super economical. 11.8. And quite efficient with those tall, narrow tyres as well. I quite like these. 10,000 miles in the blue. Sold 11,950. Nice. Right, next is Nissan Leaf Vizia. This is not from Zenith. This is from another vendor, and it's rough. 68 plate Vizia, Bobby Basic, 110,000 miles, grade 4. As it says down here, vehicle requires new drive shaft and transmission. It's just gone straight through. You probably shouldn't have been in the sale. Audi Q4 e-tron, 82 kilowatt hour, line 40. Again, trim level, 22,000 miles in the blue, 26.4 average, cap clean 27.7. Depends on the spec. Audi, BMW options can be massive, can affect its residual value. Has it got leather fitted? Has it got fancy alloys? Blah, blah, blah. So, guide price is just a very rough guide. Depends on the spec. 26.9. To me, with those wheels, I'm guessing it's going to be sort of Bobby Basic. Probably as it came out the factory without any options. I don't know. 26.9 seems to be sticking at 26.9. Is he getting any bids at all? Online bidders. Provisional 26.9. Here we go. Another e-tron. 71 plate, 33,000 miles in the undercoat grey, 24.1. Those alloys look quite attractive. Oh, it's like the Sportback thing, look. What about the spec? We don't know. Would have done my homework before. 24.4. Over cap average. Depends what spec it's had fitted. Is Mr. Zenith vehicle contract hire going to let it go? No, provisional 24.4. Depends on the spec. So here we go then. 72 plate Leaf Ascenter, 39 kilowatt hour, 15,000 miles. Centre doesn't get the heated seats. It's got those awful wheels. 9.1. What do we mean by awful wheels? Those wheels. Yeah, anyway, stop looking at the wheels. 8,750, so it's sort of a minor facelift Leaf on the 72 plate. 8.8, looks value though, doesn't it? Cap average is 9.1, grade 2, in the free flame red. Free as in, that was the free colour when it was new. 39 kilowatt hour, it's basically a 40 kilowatt hour, because Nissan messed around with describing the size of the battery. 9,050. If you want a cheap run-around car for less than 10 grand, that's cheap. Online provisional, 9,050. That will go through again. BMW. X1 X-Drive 5E M Sport Auto. That's petrol. We're not interested in that. Go away. Tesla Model Y. Tesla Model Y. Tesla Model 3, performance all-wheel drive in the black, 9,000 miles on a 71 plate. Man, these move. James of James and Kate had one of these. Unbelievably quick. Cap average is 24.4. Cap clean 25.1. Grade 1. Even though it's black, it's grade 1. These are flying machines, folks. 23.9. In the black, 9,000 miles on a 71 plate. This possibly could be a Shanghai built car. Let's just have a quick look at the interior. Because Shanghai, yes, it's a Shanghai built car because you've got those wooden strips on the door card. 24.6, 24.7. That's if it's a Fremont built car, it doesn't have those wooden bits in the top of the door cards. The China Shanghai built ones do. 24.9. It's already over cap average. This is going to get around cap clean. Again, don't forget, dealers don't particularly want to overstock their forecourt. 24.9 provisional leading up to Christmas. Not surprised. Here we go then. Volkswagen ID3 Life 58 kilowatt hour in the undercoat grey, or as my friend Mr. Good likes to call it, Orkney Sky Grey. Anyway, it's undercoat grey. 50,000 miles on a 72 plate. Cap average is 11.2 or cap clean 12.3. Bobby Basic trim. Plastic wheel covers. Not a bad thing. Makes it a little bit more aerodynamic. 11.5. Can't guarantee the software is going to behave itself in ID3s. V5 will follow. 11.5, 11.6. A lot of people say no service history. Doesn't really matter. It's a pollen filter, it's wiper blades, it's screen wash. Be good to check over the brakes, but it'll be fine. 50,000 miles, 11.7. Taking bids 11,750. He's trying to get some interest. It's not the best colour, it's not the best spec. Bit on the miley side for a 72 plate. Is he going to let it go cheap? Provisional 11,750. Next, old shape Nissan Leaf, 30 kilowatt hour, a centre, 3.3 kilowatt. That's a standard 3.3 kilowatt onboard charger because they did have an option to be a 6.6. But this is a 3.3, 63,000 miles. Had a quick look at this. Fair bit of degradation on the battery, as with all 30 kilowatts. It's a grade 5. It's really been through the walls. You've got some wear on the driver's seat. I don't know whether he's going to get anyone interested in this unless it's ridiculously cheap. Cap average is 2.6. I can't see this making over £2,000, to be honest. There's the degradation look. Fully charged, showing 82 miles on the 𝐷𝐿 meter. Is he going to get any interest in this whatsoever? Ex-contract hire car as well. Grade 5. Got a few stamps, 3 stamps, last at 40. 2, yeah, I thought that. He's trying to start it though. £1,400. Now, come on, folks. If you want something that's going to do 60 miles as a runaround and you don't bother about the condition, that's a cheap car. I think he's going to probably let this go. £1,700 for a 30 kilowatt Leaf. Has some degradation, still okay to drive. Provisional £1,700 for that 30 kilowatt Leaf. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Model 3, standard range, 70 plate, 35,000 miles in a beautiful blue. Of all the colours, I quite like this blue that Tesla do. 15.5 or 16.9. Grade 2. Been a 70 plate. This looks like a Shanghai built car because there's no chrome around the windows. Let's just have a quick look. No, it's a Fremont built car because there's no wooden door bits there. So possibly been dechromed. 16.3 sold. Volvo C40 core recharge, 69 kilowatt hour on a 72 plate, 6,000 miles, 19,150. It's already over cap clean. Let's have a quick look. Yes, like a sportback thing. Quite a nice looking thing, this. Built by Geely. It'll be well screwed together. Not particularly efficient, but you know, it's a Volvo and people love a Volvo. 19.9. Cap clean is 20,550. Provisional 19.9, didn't sell. It's Mini time, 72 plate Mini Cooper S electric level 2. Hasn't got the yellow wing mirrors or the plug wheels. Had a few options fitted. 3,400 miles on a 72 plate. 14.2 average, and cap clean is 15.4. Already up to 14.4. Grade 2. V5 provisional 14.4. He's rattling through these, isn't he? Leaf Tecna with a big fat battery, 62 kilowatt hour. The Leaf E Plus. 27,000 miles on a 70 plate. Tecna, so you got all the bits, bit of leather, heated seats. 10,850 is average price, auction price. It's grade 2. 11.5 is cap clean, grade 2. Nice miles, big battery, 70 plate, sold 11.1. Model 3, standard range, 71 plate, 28,000 miles in the white, grade 2, 17.6. This is going to be a Shanghai built car. Let's have a look for the, yeah, Shanghai built with that bit of wood on the door trims. Why do I keep mentioning that? They tend to be screwed together a little bit better than the Fremont built ones. 18.1. Cap clean is 18,950. Provisional 18.1. Right, it's BMW i3 time, 71 plate, i3S. So this is the one with a slightly wider wheel stance at the back, and the front handle's a bit better. 71 plate, done 10,000 miles, 11.8 or 12.9, depends on the spec. If it's fully loaded, which I think this one is going to go through the roof. Cap clean is 12.9, it's already up to 13.6. Sold 13.6. Must have had a good spec on it, maybe rear camera, etc. Polestar 2, front wheel drive on a 72 plate, 8,000 miles. Quite like the look of these. It's just a bit cramped inside for me. I hired one of these when I was in Spain from Hertz. 72 plate, 8,000 miles, 21.5 is the guide price. Yes, nice place to be, just a bit cramped for me. £20,000, 20,004 comes, is jumping up in £200 chunks. 20,006, 20,008. Is it going to get near cap average, which is 21.5? Grade 2, popular car, 8,000 miles. Seems to be £500 away cap average. Seems to be slowing up. Grade 2, yeah, provisional. It's that time of year, folks. Dealers don't want to overstock their forecourt. Tesla Model 3 long range, 70 plate, 38,000 miles. Cap clean is 19,350. Again, the 70 was the crossover. I think this will be a Fremont built car. You don't have the door cappings following through from the dashboard on the driver's side. Provisional 18.4. Missed that, didn't I? Right, I've got my i3s mixed correctly organised now. So it's an iX3 M Sport Pro 80 kWh 72 plate, 13,000 miles in the black, grade 1, straight on some dealers' forecourt. Again, it depends on the spec, what options it had fitted. Cap average is 33.4, it's up to 33.7, 33.8, 33.9. Cap clean is 34.7. Depends on the spec, folks. 13,000 miles, provisional 33.9. Right, this is the Ioniq 5 Premium. I'm going to do a separate video about this car. Bit of a story to it. That's for another time. Ioniq 5, 72 plate, done 15,000 miles. Cap average is 21.6, cap clean 22.6. Is this going to sell? Because I know for a fact this is at least the third time it's been through an auction. Is Mr. Zenith going to bring the hammer down and just say, sell it? 20,006 is what it fetched on the 15th of November. 20,006. Is he going to let it go? Go provisional, it could be a phone call. Provisional again at 20,006. Another Mini. That's not a Mini. The picture will change in a second. There we go. Mini with the yellow wing mirrors. I quite like them looking like that. Level 2, 71 plate, done 16,000 miles, grade 2, nice wheels, 12.5 or 13.6. Popular little things these, aren't they? Drive really well as well. Level 2, mid-spec, get a few little bits and bobs, sat-nav, etc. 12.6, just over cap average, lots about. Can't see a dealer paying more than he has to. It's got to be cheap. Provisional again, 12.6. Audi e-tron, 71 plate, S-Line 55. It's got the smaller battery. Oh, it's not, sorry, 55 Quattro, 95 kWh. It's got a big battery. It's got some very nice looking wheels there as well. And it's a sort of fastback version, isn't it? 23,850 is cap clean. It's up to 23. Got a bit of leather going in there, so it's going to have lots of options. 23 seems to be sticking. 30,000 miles, provisional. Here we go. Another Mercedes-Benz, the EQC 400 AMG Line Premium 80 kilowatt hour, 5-door estate, 28,000 miles in the blue, 25,850, or cap clean is 27,150. It's got some very nice big fat alloys there, which won't make it efficient. And side steps, look at those wheels, they're massive. That's going to be loaded to the gunnels with options, so that means it's going to be asking way over trade guide price, up to 27. Sold 27. Had some big options fitted by the looks of it. Tesla Model 3, standard range, 70 plate, 42,000 miles. It's got the performance wheels on it, look. Yeah, sets it apart a bit, doesn't it? Average 14,950. That's cheap, isn't it, for a Model 3, 70 plate, or 16.3, up to 14.9, 15.1, 15.3, £1,000 under guide price. Clean looking thing, grade 3, be a bit chippy, I suppose. 15.6. Is he going to let that go? 42,000 miles on a 70 plate. Standard range, don't forget. Taking bids at 15,750. 15.7. Online, didn't sell. Provisional, 15.7. Right, next is a Nissan Ariya Evolve. That's the top spec, 87 kilowatt hour. Nissan have fallen into the trap of doing lots of options. I had a quick bit of research on this. It's the two-wheel drive, not the E-Force four-wheel drive. Don't know whether it's had the optional 22 kilowatt AC onboard charger fitted. That was an option. So they're not making it easy, Nissan. But from what we can see, this is just a two rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive Nissan Ariya. Just assume it's just got the standard 7 kilowatt AC onboard charger. 26.3. Cap average is 27,750. Grade 2. There's a few marks to this black paintwork. Does have the roof, the pan roof being the top spec. 15,000 miles. Look quite nice inside, but the options list is as nearly as bad as the Germans. So you've got to do your homework on these. Provisional 26.5. Tesla Model 3, long range, all-wheel drive on a 70 plate. 43,000 miles in a beautiful grey, grade 3, 70 plates. Just have a quick look. This is going to be a Fremont built car, I think. You know what I'm looking for, don't you, folks? There you go. It's Fremont. Hasn't got the piece of wood on the door trim, which denote it was built in Shanghai. Model 3, 17.8. Cap average 17.5. Sold 17.8. Bit of value, wasn't it? It's BMW time again. This is the i4 eDrive 40 M Sport 83.9 kilowatt hour. Couldn't they just push it to 84? 5-door coupe. 13,000 miles. Spec. What specs it's had fitted, I do not know. Cap average is 30,700. Cap clean is 32.2. Again, I quite like the back end of it, but the front is just, not the prettiest looking car out, is it? That massive grille. 30,003. This is way behind average. 13,000 miles. 30,007. Keys, cables, CCS 31. They look at the front of that. I mean, it's just, what were they thinking? At least the number plate breaks it up a little bit. 31,800. Cap clean is 32.2. Depends on the spec. It's in that undercoat grey at the minute, but it might have a bit of spec fitted. 32. Is Mr. Zenith going to let it go at 32? It's just £200 behind cap clean. It's grade 1. Ready to go on a forecourt. I think they're going to want at least cap clean. 32 provisional. So here we go. The last of the Zenith cars today, ID3 family, 58 kilowatt hour in the turquoise, 5,300 miles on the 72 plate, grade 1. It pops a little bit, that colour, doesn't it? I think a dealer might want that on his forecourt. Cap average is 16.9. Cap clean is just over £18,000. It's already up to 17.4. It's got the wheels, got a nice poppy colour, low miles, 72 plate. Still be under warranty with Volkswagen. 17.4. And that seems provisional. Yeah. So before the last two electric vehicles go through today's sale, just a quick reminder, if you like this sort of content, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and you'll be kept up to date with the latest trade values of EVs. Interesting sale today. A lot of stuff not sold, went provisional. That's normal for this time of year. Dealers don't want to overstock their forecourt leading up to the silly season of Christmas and New Year. So I can see interest in EVs picking up again and dealers wanting to restock their forecourts come the new year. But anyway, thanks for watching, but let's hang on till the last two lots of today go through this sale from Motability. So first of the last two EVs from Motability, it's the Kona 73 plate, but it's the 39 kilowatt hour, not the 64. It's got the small battery. It's the premium EV. This will be value. If you don't want range, then, you know, I say you don't want range. This is good for 180 miles. 14.1 is cap average. Its current price is 13.8. Facelift, 39 kilowatt hour, Kona, premium. 2,400 miles in undercoat grey. 13.8. Still well below cap average. It's a smaller battery, you see. It's not that appealing to a lot of people, but if you don't mind, that's a bit of value. If you don't mind not having a 64 kilowatt hour battery, provisional, 13.9. Right, last one through today, the Mokka-e from Motability, 50 kilowatt hour. It's a Stellantis car, not the most economical, efficient, 19,400 miles. No VAT, standard margin car. There's no VAT within the hammer price because this is a Motability vehicle. Grade 2 in the white with the old black roof. Cap average 13.5. Cap clean 14.8. Popular car for people with Motability. Sold 13.1. That was a bit of value. Thanks for watching.